Hello and welcome to the Program Noob, and welcome back to the Rebirth of Darkness 3. Where we last left off, we had just been nights 3 and 4, and so now we're going to move on to night 5. And I've been trying this for a while, I'll be real. Night 5 is brutal. It is insanely brutal. Like, I installed an update to reduce the difficulty, and it still is absolutely brutal. Before the update, it was even more brutal. Because, like, you've got pop-up after pop-up, after door trolling, after door trolling, after battery kill, after battery kill. Just endless viruses, endless death. But even now, I've had numerous times I've gone to 5 AM and just died. And it is not fun. So we're gonna see how well we do. I'll be honest, I don't expect to beat this. I'll be 100% real. I don't expect to finish this game, because it is just too difficult. Like, it's not in the sense that, like, oh, I just need to get better, because there's some games that just it's too much RNG. Like, the viruses you get when you get them, if you get them, the tips in the loading screen don't even help at all. Like, it says you want to close one door and focus on the others, but doing so will just destroy your power. Like, if I leave this door closed, that power is gone, like, forever. And that door just opened for no reason. Like, why? Like, what was that? Like, what was that? Seriously. Like, I didn't open the door, I didn't have door trolling because I had battery kill, so why did this door open here? That's the question. I've had it happen numerous times before. The lever's just, it just seems there's too much RNG for its own good. Like, some of the mechanics are fine. Like, Foxy's one where he, like, or the whatever version of Foxy, like when he just stands there and you just have to hide, perfect. The ones where you have to, it's these two people up here, the ceiling people, and this guy in particular, the one on the left that shows up without making a single sound or even any sort of cue. He's the problem. He just shows up and then, like, the door just doesn't stay. Like, not only with door trolling, because door trolling I get fine, like, and then you have the pop-ups. Like, if you get the pop-up at the wrong time, you're screwed. Like, Foxy's here is fine. His thing, like, look, there he is there. No cue. There you are there. Like, no cue, no, like, warning. Just, there they are. And again, now I've got a pop-up that I can somehow close before I can skip it. But only once. And never again. And sometimes you just can't close the pop-up and you're screwed. So for some reason the doors still work when the power goes out? Like, the screen just goes black when the power, like, I've had the power run out before. It's like, what is causing the viruses? Like, if I had, like, I understand it was sort of like a one on the Flumdies thing where you had like you had a specific animatronic causing the viruses and you had to, like, there he is again. He's just there. Like, I understand it was a one on the Flumdies thing and you had specific animatronic controlling the viruses and you had to, like, deactivate them or something. But the fact that there isn't and they all can cause a virus, it's insane. It's honestly, I feel like I am being a bit too critical of this game. Like, it's a great fan game. Well, it's a good fan game. Like, it obviously does have its flaws, and it does, but it overall, I can tell that it was made decently so. Like, it's got the cool, like, it's got the look, like, the look's all there, the atmosphere's there. I personally like the, again, if I couldn't hide from with the pop-up, I would be dead. There you show up there. Just wait for you to go away. Like I had a run where I didn't even have door trolling, and like Foxy was standing there, and one of the cat ladies were they were at the top there. I don't even know what to call them really, but they're just there, and it was just brutal. Like I didn't have door trolling, but the door just kept closing, like an opening and closing and opening and closing. Like 5 times I tried to close it, 5 times it opened until I died because of because of something else. And it's like it's particularly like if the doors worked properly, that'd be lovely. Like what? And now my things like what? The game, it just crashed. It actually just crashed. Like, I understand that was intentional. But there was nothing indicating it was going to crash. There was no, like, shadow body sort of thing. Like, oh, what's that animatronic? It just crashed. With a fake error screen and all. Alright, 9-5 again. And I was doing well. That was one of the nights where I was actually doing well. And this tip here, be discreet and cautious. It's like... It's what am I being discreet about? Like, what is there to be cautious? Like, be cautious, obviously, it's a FNAF fan game, but be discreet. Like, what is there to be discreet about? I'm not like, this isn't a stealth game. This is a FNAF fan game. So it's like, the cameras are essentially useless aside from watching this guy, but I haven't even seen any of them actually show up on the cameras aside from the, like, it just drains the power too fast. Like, I'm wondering why the game just crashed then, because I didn't see anything. I guess I'm blind. But it happened like when I did night 3, I think. It just crashed for no reason. And it didn't actually close the game. It closed the game that time. Like in night 3, it just gets you back to the menu. So it must be because of the update or something. But this time it actually crashes the game. Which is annoying, to say the least. If I didn't read the guide, I would have no clue what to do about that guy. Like, who is this guy? And like, why is he on the cameras? Why won't he go away? Why does he go away? Like, even the guy doesn't explain that too well. It just says watch him until he goes away. But yeah, like, I would actually, like, that's annoying. Like, I was actually doing well. Like, there wasn't even like a thing that like showed up. It wasn't like a, oh, like, look, there's Shadow Bonnie, look away or something. It's just sort of like, oh, game crashed. Lamau, get wrecked. I do understand I am being unnecessarily harsh, I should say. Like, I feel like I'm being harsh, but I've been trying to do this for the past about the past 2 hours, probably, I'd say. And that's where my patient draws thin, I should say. Like, it's just like I was really enjoying this. Like, up until night 5, I reckon this was a really fun fan game. But now it's an RNG fest. And it's not even sort of like an ultimate custom night sort of RNG fest, where it's like, oh, it's so much RNG, it's not even funny. It's like ultimate custom thing was that like, oh, it's intentionally hell. Have fun, Lamau. This may not even be beatable, but this is just like difficult for the sake of being difficult. And again, why did that? Why did that open? What? Like, what? Like, someone, please. Like, if you're gonna have a door system, at least make sure it works. Cause I don't want to be harsh on these fan games. But the gameplay becomes no longer fun when you're dying to actions that aren't your own fault. Like, the fact, like, despite its nature, FNAF is a skill-based game and always will be. It is well, it should be a skill-based game. It should be, like, you should die due to your actions or inactions that lead to your death, not because of some RNG pop-up that happened. And obviously, like a lot of the series does deviate from that, I will admit. Like, but like it should be the fact that like I'm dying because I didn't close the door in time, or not because the door decides to randomly reopen and I didn't react fast enough. Like obviously like reacting fast enough is different, but if I close the door and then the door reopens, that shouldn't be a thing. Like under no circumstances should that be a thing. Like that shouldn't be a thing that happens. It's like, I don't know, the animation's really cool, but I feel like there's a lot of this stuff that's fair. Like it's a decent fair game, but it could do a lot to it could do a lot to be better. Like, I think the pop-up shouldn't lock you in place, because that, or like even reduce, if they do, they'll reduce the 5-second timer. Because 5 seconds, if it's enough to kill you, it shouldn't be. Like the pop-up shouldn't be an instant death sentence if you get them. It should be just like, oh, he's a nuisance you have to get rid of. But it's like, yeah, now I'm putting a amount of power on this night because I wasn't fast enough to worry about the battery. Like, I think this, to be honest, I think this game would actually be a lot better if it wasn't actually for the viruses. Like, keeping battery kill, I reckon, but get rid of pop-up and door trolling and you'll be golden. Like that, like it would generally be a really, like a lot better game. And like the antivirus alarm just isn't working anymore. Like it was working. Again, what was like with that the last time? Like if you remember in the last episode, the antivirus alarm goes off like crazy and won't shut up. And now it's not even on at all. Now, I'm fine with like the whole like fake game crash thing. Well, the game crashing is fine, but as long as you actually give a reason for it. Like give me an animatronic that shows up and is like, "Ayo, I'm here to take away your life privileges," or something, and they'd be like, "Oh darn." Again, like I got no warning for her to show up, so if this guy took way too long to disappear, I could have died. And then that would have just been annoying. It's 5 AM. Here's my critiquing might actually, I don't know, like critiquing and complaining. I wouldn't say it's like, this game is really cool. Don't get me wrong. Like, as much as I complain about the fact is, it's definitely for the stress that comes from fan games. Like, FNAF games by themselves get inherently stressful as the game progresses, and so it's alleviating the nerves, I should say. It's gonna be really funny if I actually beat this night. That is actually gonna be hilarious. Oh my god, I did it! No way. That's insane. Like, yes, I do want to save the game. I don't even want, like, none of the problems I was even talking about actually happened. So we got footsteps. Press control. What? Okay. That happened. Are we in space? Oh, it sounds like a meteorite's attacking. That was the first time I've ever seen a quick time event. Rebirth of Darkness 3. And that's it. That's the game. Damn. Martian Dark, Lexus. Like, it was a really, like, it was a good game. Danny Afton? Damn. I think my last name was actually Afton. That's pretty cool. Like, the animation's really good. The music was really good. Like, I think, like, generally it was a really fun fair game. I think like night 5 is where the problems arise at the end. Like, but overall, it was, I really enjoyed it. Like, I really like to... Like, I completely... Oh, we're on a cutscene. Is that Saturn? Oh, none of the animatronics gonna be in Saturn now. Freddy's gonna become... Oh. See, that was really, like, well made for a fan game. Rebirth of Darkness 4. That's the teaser for the next one. On Saturn. Ask me how it works, and Saturn's a gas giant, but... FNAF is in your science class. And that's night 5, so there isn't actually a night 6. There's 1 star. This is the extras. I'm scared. There is a custom night, okay. So, here's the animatronics. Martian Dark. The lens. I don't know what the lens does. Martian Dark, Martian Junkie, Martian Claudine. Oh, that's pretty cool. Martian Labenza. Well, there was 2? What? I didn't realize there was a difference between them 2 and that 2. Martian Kid Rocks. Did he even show up? Martian Goldie. She's the one. That's the one I hate so much. Martian Darwin. Well, King Fox might be the one that crashed the cameras. And there's a bunch of these. I don't even remember. Jump scares. Stark. Junkie. Claudine. Maiko. No, we never got killed. Oh no, he was the one that shows up. He's the one that we never got killed by. Plucky I hate so much. Len Labenza. Dev sketches. Pretty cool. Pretty cool designs. Behind the scenes. So that looks... That's like, that was cool. The hallucinations were really cool. He said, I love the oxygen minigame as well. That was... I just clicked on minigames. Yeah, so you got the... I love the oxygen minigame. That was the best. Cheers. The doors have durability. Time events follow. And there is a custom night. Custom mode, Harmon's night. So there is a bunch of challenges. Do I want to do them? That's the question. Tell you what, I'll give them a shot. Like I'll give them the shot for the hell of it. Isn't the Fire Night like there doesn't seem to be a difficult adjuster? So it's actually. That's essentially. There doesn't seem to be a difficult adjuster, so I don't know whether it's like max difficulty or whether it's like a. Right. So I guess there's... I'll give it a shot. Like, I might as well. There's only 4 challenges, so I might as well just give it a shot. Because, like, it's... I'll give it a shot. Like... I do have to save recording for next time, so I don't know if that's... I don't know whether this is on like max possible difficulty or whether it's like a you just turn them on. It might be on max possible difficulty considering she's already shown up there. I'm assuming it's max possible difficulty. I don't intend to complete the custom night challenges, like unlike because I feel like I might go insane. Like, if I try and do it, I might go insane. You know, like I don't plan to do all the custom challenges. Like, I know for Tina, like I generally try to, but if I had problems in night 5, I don't want that same thing to happen again. We're definitely going to run out of power. I suppose if we didn't run out of power, to be honest. But I don't think I can push myself to beat the custom night. I know I did it for Tila Land. Yeah. I did it for Tila Land. And it was... it was manageable for Tila Land. But if I was struggling on night 5 for 2 hours... to try and beat the custom night, and particularly all 4 challenges, is going to be a nightmare. So I think, for the sake of my sanity, as well as like, because I want this content to be enjoyable for both you, the audience, and also me as the creator. Because if I'm not having fun, then the commentary itself is going to be relatively boring. So I think we're gonna leave it there for the Rebirth of Darkness. As much as the completionist within me wants to do the challenge night, I think we're going to have to leave it there. So next time I'll pick up a new game. I don't know what game it is because I want to cover a short game, but I do want to, when the Stanley Parable comes out, I do want to cover that because I think it'd be nice. I want to try and branch out from just FNAF content, because the thing is that with FNAF content, it's a lot of the same stuff. Like the fan games are all like, not to mention it just on this fan game, but the same thing's been happening like in the past couple of fan games. Is eventually you reach a sort of like point where the fan games may be different, but they all share similar features, and like particularly in the gameplay. Like if they don't vary the gameplay enough, like, well obviously it can't because it's a FNAF fan game. The whole point of it is that it sticks to the FNAF formula. But doing so again and again and again as content is relatively draining. So I think, like obviously I'm going to still cover FNAF fan games, but I think it's best if I take a break from them from time to time. This is what I try to do with both when we covered Undertale Yellow demo, because I plan to cover the full game when that comes out. And there's another one I did. I can't remember what. Like one of the first videos I did was First Class Trouble, which is like a non-commentary video of that. But that's the thing with the fan games, that they're short and you can easily segment them into episodes, which is what makes it so great for content. Like you can easily separate them into parts, you can easily beat the game in a reasonable amount of time, because obviously starting up a 60-hour game is a lot different than starting up a 5-hour FNAF fan game. Well, not even 5 hour. And that's why Security Breach ran on for like 28 parts, while this one only went on for, most fan games only reached like 5. I think Tierland was the biggest fan game at 7. That's because I did all the custom night challenges, because I really enjoyed Tierland. But generally I think it's, so overall this fan game was really solid. Like it had its flaws, I will admit. Like it had its flaws, like the doors, the viruses, like the atmosphere, the characters, the mini games were cool. Like I really like the auction mini game. Like that's probably just my love of FNAF Dislocation talking. The gameplay up until night 5 was good. I think the odd crashes were a bit annoying, particularly when you make it to like 5 AM. So as much as I would, like, as I said earlier, as much as I would love to do all these challenges to the custom night, I don't think I have it within me to do it. Like, but as much as like, if night 5 frustrated me that much, then the custom night is going to be an absolute hell for me. And it doesn't even say that at the AI level, like it's just sort of like enable, disable. So I'm not quite sure what it's. Obviously, it's probably like some sort of like, there might be some teaser, I don't know. But generally, I think it was. So I can turn the cheats on, but does that even do anything for the custom night? I've got no clue. Because I never understood the points of cheats, I'll be real. Like, because you get them after you beat the main game. So it's like, what do you do with them? Like, I never understood that. No, that's just me. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I am terribly sorry. Before I do the outro, I am terribly sorry about all the complaining I did this episode. Like, this was. But I had been recording this one night for not 5 hours, for like 2 hours prior, and just dying again and again in like dumb ways. Really, it grinds your gears. It really grinds your gears. So I think, of course, I do beat it the one time. I'm like complaining the whole time, which is really funny. But like overall, go check out the game, give it the support, because it does. It is made like a fan game is. Like it does a lot of things. Like the whole 3D environment with the is really cool. I love that. The auction mini game, the whole like in space theme is really cool. I mean the camera's gonna be more useful, maybe give it a bit more power. But aside from that, really good fan game. Like solid playthrough. But yeah, so don't expect to see the custom night, because that would, like, I could try it, but I don't think it's gonna be fun for me, particularly because of, like, so expect to see something different, or perhaps maybe you will. I'm not sure. Don't hold me accountable. I'm easily persuaded. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, like and subscribe if you feel like it. It really helps out the channel. If you listen this far, then, like, surely you gotta subscribe. Like, if you listen to me rant for, like, what, for half an hour? I don't know how long this video is going for, but if you listen to me for this long, you gotta subscribe. Yeah, thank you so much for checking out the video. It means the world to me. And I will see you guys next time for whatever we cover next. But yeah, thank you and goodbye.